Hello, this is Bug News, and today we're going to talk about Ready to Love Potomac. I think that's what they're calling it. They never can get a consistent name. I don't know if this is own network or just Ready to Love as a brand or whatever they are. But anyway, so this is a recap. Episode 2 of Ready to Love Potomac. So what we want to point out is I'm also to throw some other stuff in here. Fernando did an interview on Crystal Jordan's XO. She calls it Crystal Jordan. Well, Crystal XO. I'm sorry. And then he said something about Joy when he said over East, but the translation on TV said Ode East. But I think he said it so fast and probably with the Baltimore accent that no one understood it. I knew what he meant when he said over East. And then Joy, if she's from Baltimore, at least, I'm gonna say at least 5 years in, she know what it means when you say over East, over West. But I told you she got that Newtown, Owens Mill vibe to her. That's just my opinion. But let's start. So season 2, episode 2, Ace and Laverne is a guy, went on a blind date, and Ace is a woman. Went on a blind date with the two new people that were supposed to come on to the show. Prior to that, the cast had brunch, and when it was announced by Tommy that they were on a blind date, but during the brunch, the Kia gave someone a comment about big D energy, and you can figure out what the D is yourself. I don't know, dominoes, dumbness, who knows. Wiley talked about himself, and he let the world know that he was Chuck Brown's son, but everyone already knew that. And during this time, Wiley worked the room. He talked to more women. Cliff and Joy, they still were talking, but this is when I noticed that Joy has a tongue ring, and I hope. It's a stereotype with women and tongue rings. Let's just leave it at that. So when Laverne met this person on this blind date, happened to be Carmen. As you know, Carmen. Well, you may not know. We did a video on Carmen, but we thought she was, I guess, the initial cast. We didn't know she was a substitute cast, and that's how we're going to categorize these people that come on blind dates or come in the middle. So we know Carmen is affiliated with some Washington Redskins, Loudoun County social group. So Loudoun County is a area in the DC metropolitan area. It's not in Potomac, by the way. It's, I guess, unless you take the ferry over to Poolsville to Leesburg, it's in Potomac, and you can come down that way. But it ain't in Potomac. But anyway, so she might live in a high-end area. She says she's from Northern Virginia, but Loudoun County is more west, close to the mountains, actually, of Virginia. I should know the name of the area of the mountains, but I would say Blue Ridge Mountains. Excuse me. So, they was talking. Laverne appears to talk a lot, but they appear to have a good conversation. Carmen grabbed his butt. Carmen stood out because I think her body, not that I think I've never seen it, but the men were, her looks in her body, but she appears to, have a little self-esteem issue with her hair. And then Carmen looks or appears to present herself as who she is documented to be. She's a little more well-rounded. And what I mean by that, she knows how to play golf and different things of nature. So the other person, ironically, was a guy. I mean, not ironically, he was a guy, but his name is named Cornelius. So we got another Cornelius. I think he said he was a millionaire based on real estate. But he's on a show, so he went out with Ace. And they talked. I don't know if Ace was filming them too much. Dakia and Cliff talked. They ironically they met again at this was the regular cast, and when Carmen and Cornelius were introduced. Ironically met at Comet Pizza, which was Pizzagate headquarters allegedly. So I don't know why they picked that place. And they probably didn't pick it, but the cast probably picked. But you can pay. I think Comet Pizza ping pong, so they got ping pong tables. I've never been there. I've seen it, but it's up on Connecticut Avenue Northwest. I think the cross street might be Military Road. I might be wrong about that, but it's up that way. So Tiffany Cornelius definitely not a match. I think she cornered him with questions, or he was something happened. Something weird that happened between those two. Ace doing the show, in my opinion, she seemed a little slow sometimes or high on something. But from my understanding, she almost got kicked off. But Tiffany was the one that got kicked off, and she didn't seem too happy. Just by the cuss words that she used. I mean, that's the only thing I can go off. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much summarizes what happened. It moved fast. Seemed like they had a lot of commercials, so these little snippets that they're putting in there to give for us to look at these people and their characters is kind of interesting. I just wish they would kick people off to the third episode, so you can kind of feel people out and stuff. They still can bring extras on, but like in the case of Fernando, it's he was there and he was gone, and then on his Crystal Jordan interview or Crystal XO interview, he said it's basically his stock has gone up since he's been on the show. So we wish him luck with that. But this is just a little tidbit from Bug News. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much.